What's up guys, I'm Melanie Morrison, personal trainer and nutritionist, and you saw the thumbnail, we're talking about hair. I know you're thinking, why is this personal trainer talking about hair? Well, nutrition has a massive part on the condition of your hair, keeping it nice and healthy and how fast it grows. And let's be honest, I'm a little bit obsessive over the care of my hair, so I thought I would share some of that with you. So we're gonna go through some tips you can use in your daily routines. We're gonna talk about food and how that plays a part on the condition of your hair. And then we'll go into products, different types of products that you can use and what to look out for. So let's talk about the length in between washes. Some people like to wash their hair every day, others a week or even longer. If you're someone who washes your hair every single day, you might be stripping the natural oils from your scalp that help to condition your hair. If you're someone who waits even longer than a week, then you might end up with more buildup in your hair, which can cause more dull, brittle hair. So washing your hair every 5 to 7 days is a good timeline to go by. And if you're someone who's noticing by the 4th or 5th day that your hair is getting really oily and you want to stretch it even longer, looking into a quality dry shampoo will help that because it'll help to absorb the oils and lengthen the time in between washes for you. And on the flip side of that, if you're noticing your hair is extremely dry by that 4th or 5th day, adding in a little bit of moisture to your hair will really help. So adding something like coconut oil or jojoba oil into the bottoms of your hair, not through your entire hair, but just kind of massaging into the bottoms of your hair where it's typically more dry and adding in more moisture to your hair. So when you are washing your hair at the end of the week, you do want to make sure you're doing a double shampoo. And what I mean by that is washing your hair twice with the shampoo before using the conditioner. Really working up a good lather and stripping all that buildup, the dandruff, everything that's been happening through the week. You really want to scrub that out of your hair. So when you are washing hair, you do want to make sure you're massaging it through your scalp as well. That's going to really help with the circulation and the flow of nutrients in through your scalp and your hair. And I'm sure we've all experienced that pure joy when we go to the salon and they massage our head at the very end. So try to add that into your weekly routines when you are washing your hair. So let's talk about temperature when we're washing our hair. So when you're washing your hair, you want to use more warm water to help really open up the pores and help with that circulation that we just talked about. And then when you're rinsing out your hair, rinsing out the conditioner, using a cool rinse will help to eliminate all that frizz and really contract all your hair and pull it all together. This temperature trick was a game changer for me. My hair feels like silk when it's exposed to those colder temperatures, but when it's hot outside or when it's really humid especially, it felt like a fuzzy sweater. So just by adding in those cold rinses at the end, it really helped to eliminate any frizz in my hair. Nice. So when it comes to temperature, if you have colored hair, and let's be real, most of us do, you want to use more of a colder temperature water when you're washing your hair. This will help to eliminate a lot of the hair dye coming out, which in return can really lengthen the time in between you dyeing your hair. And in the long run, really helps the health of your hair because you're having to do it less often. And on top of that, if you are dyeing your hair, using a semi-permanent dye will really help because it's not as damaging to your hair. So the most common reason for unhealthy hair is actually nutrient deficiencies. If your hair and your scalp don't have the proper nutrients for it to grow and keep healthy, then you're gonna have dull, damaged hair. So iron is really important for healthy hair, and good food sources are things like broccoli, chicken, eggs, tempeh, cocoa nibs, spirulina. There's a lot of things that you can add into your diet to help with your iron intake. So vitamin C is also really important for healthy hair, and to tie it in with iron, vitamin C will help you absorb the iron. So if you're having some foods that are high in vitamin C and high in iron, that's going to help you to absorb the iron. So a little trick that I used to do when I was low in iron is I would actually have a vitamin C supplement 10 minutes before I would eat my eggs. And because eggs are high in iron, it would really help me to absorb the iron from the food. So good food sources of vitamin C are things like broccoli, berries, oranges, and red peppers. And because vitamin C only stays in your body for up to 4 hours, it's something that you want to incorporate in your diet throughout the day. Next, we're going to talk about our B vitamins. And first and foremost, biotin is super important for healthy hair. If you're someone who has dry, brittle hair or a lot of hair loss, biotin may be something you're deficient in. Good sources of biotin are things like eggs, raspberries, avocado, salmon, liver.
Oh,
yes, liver, I know I keep mentioning liver, but it is so good for you and very high in B vitamins. Other good sources of B vitamins are things like trout, beef, quinoa, leafy greens, avocado, spirulina, sprouts. They're all really high in B vitamins and really good to incorporate in the everyday diet for that healthy hair. And avocados are mentioned quite often in this video, so I'm going to show you some things you can do with avocado to incorporate in your meals throughout the week. So here are some quick and easy things you can do with avocado To make a sauce for a pasta sauce, all you need is 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 1 large avocado or 2 small, half a lemon juiced, and 2 cloves or more of garlic. You just blend it in the blender and you've created a creamy, cheesy sauce. For more of a sweet tooth, if you want to make a popsicle with some avocado, all you need is 1 avocado, half a banana, and 2 cups of berries, whatever berries of your choice, half a cup of water, and either half of a lime or 1/4 of a lemon. If you want something spicy, all you need is half a lemon juiced, 1 full avocado, and a couple dashes of hot sauce. Just mash it together, add a little bit of salt, and you have a spicy spread that you can put on something like tacos or anything that you want, sandwich, whatever it is. And there you have it. You have something that is spicy, sweet, and savory, quick things. All you need is an avocado and a handful of ingredients, and it's an easy way to add into your diet.
Awesome!
Next one is protein. Protein is probably the most obvious one to include in your diet because your hair is made up of protein. It's something like 70 to 80% is protein, so this is something you want to incorporate in your everyday diets, if not every single meal. Good food sources include things like chicken, tempeh, turkey, quinoa, fish, beef. There's lots of good food sources out there, so it's pretty easy to incorporate in your daily diets. So by adding a little bit of protein to every single one of your meals, not only is it going to help healthy hair, but it also helps to boost your metabolism and level out your blood sugar. So that's 3 pretty amazing things.
Awesome!
So something like a vitamin A deficiency is commonly linked to dandruff. So if you're someone who gets dandruff quite often, you want to make sure you're getting those vitamin A foods in your diet. So those are foods typically orange in color, things like sweet potato, papaya, carrots. Those are all very high in vitamin A. And on the flip side of things, if you are someone who typically has oily skin or oily hair, you may want to look at your diet to see if you're eating too many refined carbs. Typically, diets with high refined carbs will cause pores to block because the body do produce more oils. So when your body does produce more oils, it's going to eventually clog the pores because it's more oil than your body needs. So whether that's your skin or your head, you're going to have pores clogged, so you want to limit the amount of refined carbs you have in your diet. Now I'll walk you through one of my favorite treats that I used to make that is very high in vitamin A. It has papaya in it, so that is a great source of vitamin A. I used to make it all the time. It's very thick and very refreshing, great for those warm summer months. So here are the ingredients for the papaya ice cream. I have 1 papaya, 1 banana, and the papaya and banana I chopped and put in the freezer for about an hour or 2. And then I have 1 cup of coconut milk. And you can use whatever milk source you want, or if you want more of a sorbet, you don't need to use milk at all. You can also add something like cashews or hemp hearts if you want more of a nutty taste with the fruit. And all you're doing is adding it into the blender and blending it for about a minute until it's smooth. This one. Turn. Now push. Push. So you can store it in the freezer for a couple of days and it still stays really fresh, and I would put it in the freezer for about another hour on top of this, and then you have your ice cream. And last but not least, when it comes to nutrition, you want to make sure you're getting those healthy fats in your diet because that's what's going to help produce the natural oils in your skin and natural conditioner for your hair. Good sources of healthy fats are things like your omega-3s. So that could be a fish oil supplement that you take, and you want to make sure it's super fresh if you are taking a supplement like that, because if they are left on the shelf for a long period of time, that would make the oils rancid. So you want to make sure you're buying fresh and good quality. Good food sources are things like flaxseed, chia, eggs, walnuts. There's tons of good beneficial fats. Something like avocado, which we've already talked about. There's tons of things that you can incorporate in your diet that will really help to produce those natural oils and help that healthy hair. And just an added bonus for your omega-3s, it does help to balance your hormones, which in return could thicken your hair as well. Because if you're someone who has really high estrogen, that will really thin your hair. So incorporating omega-3s into your diet will help with your hormonal balance and your healthy hair. So when it comes to products, you want to look for something that is clean and simple. So you want to look for ingredients that you can recognize, and you want to avoid things like sulfates, chemicals, fragrance. And a good way to kind of test a rule of thumb for fragrance especially, because that's where a lot of hormone disruptors are in, different types of fragrance and colognes. If you've washed your hair and you can still smell the shampoo 12 hours or 24 hours later after you've washed it, the chances are that it is very high in hormone disruptors. And why that matters for us is because hormones found in the environment or in plants are typically a lot stronger than the hormones in our body. So our body will then grab onto whatever's coming from the plant or the environment, and the hormones are now stronger in our body than they actually need to be. And that can create a lot of imbalance. So as I've mentioned, I've been a little obsessive over the care of my hair, and not using salon products was really hard for me. The one that I found that is as close to for salon products and more of a natural shampoo and conditioner is this one here, and there's very little fragrance in it. It has more of natural fragrance. So there's not very many ingredients in here, and it's made my hair super soft, so something to definitely check out if you're more interested in salon brands. And when it comes to organic brands, you definitely want to look at the ingredients as well. So something like this brand is really good. This is what I use on my daughter for her body wash, but they have shampoo and conditioner as well that I've used on my hair, and it works really well. So those are two brands you can definitely check out if you are struggling with finding quality brands that you want really soft and healthy hair. So if you have any questions about anything we've talked about or my hair care routine, please contact me at hungryelephant on Instagram or melanie.morrisonpt@gmail.com. Like and subscribe if you want more content, and again, my name is Melanie Morrison.